In this video, we're going to have a look at how an owner accepts their invitation that you've just sent them, and also how they configure their account and their property. So the first thing they'll receive is an email from you with an invitation to accept their profile. All they need to do is click activate and go through the onboarding steps. Remember, that invitation will actually come from you with your logo, your branding, your information all on it as well. The very first tab with an owner onboarding is for them to enable their account by adding a password. Those passwords just need to match, obviously, and they can proceed to the next step. Once they create a password, what they will see is a confirmation screen that their account is now configured, and a reminder that they need to visit the property payment settings to enter their disbursement account. Once they're in, they can see all that property information that you've added. From all the overview details, they can see basic lease information and see where it's up to. They can see any activity that you've added them to, and they can lodge requests as well, quite simply from their computer, mobile device, or their iPad. They can view their transactions in real time. They can download statements for any period that they like. They can have a look through all your routine inspection history. So when you do a report for them, they will be able to access that report both digitally and as a PDF. They can download their end of financial year reports anytime they need them, and then they get to the settings tab. Now, this is the first step that an owner should be taking when they first activate their profile. They simply need to let the system know where they would like their rental payments made to. So most owners will have a property account or an offset account, but they can enter any BSBN account number they like. If they refinance, at any point in time, they can come back and add a new account and delete this original one that they've entered. They'll receive a pop-up screen to confirm the details are correct, and the system will add them in, and they will now have a disbursement account where all their rent can be paid to. There is a section where they can add an expense account as well, so a payment method for all property outgoings. And as you can see, most owners, we recommend that they use the same account for ingoing and outgoing, because it means they can have real-time payments, and it means they can always pay expenses regardless of whether or not the tenant is paying rent. We will cover that more in the advanced session. In their profile, they have a profile icon just like you do. They can choose when they get paid. So they could choose instant, weekly, or monthly payouts from the system. They can edit their account details, so their contact information, their managed ID, email, their mobile number. They've got the security functionality that you do as well. They can change their personal details, and they can upload a photo. They also have a notification settings tab, and this allows them to turn on or off any alerts they'd like to see from the system. Once they hit save, those alerts will be remembered by the platform, and they'll only receive emails for the relevant items. They've got a payment center where they can see all transactions, and they've got a financials tab. Now, this is used mostly for owners with multiple properties because it will show a section with the ownership on it as well. So if you have a big portfolio as an owner, you can pull a consolidated report regardless of ownership entity.